Where are you at the moment?
Well, right now I'm in Santa Rosa, La Pampa.
Cool.
I'm living here already for the last 5 years. I think you're in Dresden, right?
Yes, yes, I am. I left for Dresden, and I think I will stay here. That's beautiful.
It looks like you're doing really good.
I do.
So I'm sorry for the delay. Are we already all here?
More or less.
We begin.
Do you think Erwin will also join?
I don't know. Last week, was Erwin with us last week? I don't think so. But Christian Bonhart was with us.
So there are lots of familiar faces, but many that are new for me. It's very nice to meet you all, and I don't know, Carla, if you would like to take cue. Should we like begin or not, or wait, or introduce Claudia, or?
Erwin, there he is.
Erwin, Claudia was asking.
Hello.
Hallo, pero qué lindo ver a Claudia. Grüß dich.
How are you doing? Sehr gut, danke schön. Das ist aber schön, dich zu sehen.
Freut mich sehr. Long time no see, wie die Engländer sagen. Ne?
Really long time. 9 years. 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
9 years. Are we that old?
Where are you at the moment? Are you in Santiago?
I am in Santiago enjoying the winter here. It's pretty cold, but just feeling it once a day, walking the dog. I have to get my permit to be able to walk 30 minutes and maximum 200 meters from home.
Oh dear, yeah. We had that in March. Yeah.
Absolutely lockdown still. So
yeah.
Here we are for 3 months now, looking out the window. Lucky I have a window. Other people are not so lucky like me. It's difficult. It's really difficult. It's tough. We don't know when this will be open again. A couple of weeks or so. But lucky we that we have a computer, we have internet, we can work.
Yeah, that's true. We have food and, you know, all the supplies we need, right? Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, Dresden is quite okay now. I started traveling again in trains, you know, with face masks.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we hardly didn't move for 3 months. And then we looked out of the window and we dared to meet friends, you know, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
quite low.
Lucky you. We should have been at this time in Germany visiting my granddaughter. But there we are. She just knows the grandfathers that are people appearing in a face.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
You will be surprised meeting you the first time, seeing your big face.
Yeah, we are the people that are in this small black box that smiles. That's all she knows with 4 months now.
Yeah.
That's life.
How is actually Karlsruhe dealing? I mean, here people are like normal. Really, I'm sometimes a bit shocked. People are normal. What is it in Karlsruhe?
Oh, we're restricted, of course, in a way, still. The university works, but they use new media now, and it's well organized. I think it's well organized.
Yeah. So most of the people are in home office, right?
And here in Kiel, it's close to Strasbourg, no? It's a part of Strasbourg, so to say. And in Alsace, that means in France, it's stronger. They are more restricted. It's stricter than in Germany. In Germany, it's more or less okay, but the young people are not very much with discipline, as you know. No, that happens.
That's true. Yeah, I do feel like in a safe mode at the moment, July and August, but we don't know what will happen when all the people come back from holidays, because they are traveling over here, they are traveling throughout Europe, and they will all come back. So September.
I don't know what they carry. You don't know what they carry. They may carry the epidemic.
Yeah, definitely. So I travel within Germany. I don't dare actually to go too far. But yeah, I have some friends who travel to Southern Europe, and we don't know. It's really a weird.
Claudia, just a question. Where are you exactly right now? It was in Dresden or?
In Dresden, yeah.
In Dresden, perfect, yeah. Beautiful city.
It is. It is.
Of course, beautiful city.
Hans, do you know whether the classes in KIT are continuing online, or are they thinking about the possibility to come back to the classrooms in the near future?
Yes. Today I got a message, and they are very strongly thinking of doing classes, the old-fashioned way. But of course, you have to watch the distance to know how many people enter in a big, room. There may be only 13 people or 15 where you met. Generally, you have 50 or 60. So that's very much restricted. But I think they will cope with that problem.
I have heard the examinations will be all presential, also the people there.
Yeah. And this is the same with the Abitur. My granddaughter is now in Stuttgart in the Abitur period. And I think it's organized. The Germans, they know how to organize. And
of course.
Not everybody behaves like it but it works, in a way.
Yeah. Very good, very good. It's a very good news. Bueno.
So shall we start? What do you think?
Sí. We are already 10 minutes.
Hola.
I have to say that I'm happy to see you all. I might retire early because I have a phone call with Jordania. So timing is not so easy because they have 7 hours difference with us. So, but what you will tell us, Claudia, I'm sure I can see it afterwards. Maybe have a lot of questions, I don't know. But I just wanted to say hello.
Yeah.
I'm really happy to see you. I can remember nice times when you were here in Chile. And we organized so many things, so that was beautiful.
It was.
I miss those times, right?
No, thank you so much. Carla, what do you think? Shall we start? Because I've prepared like 10, 15 minutes.
You don't have a microphone, Carla.
Yeah. Perfect. Carla, now you can. Yeah.
Okay. From what I gather, you already all know Claudia REICHERT. She has been for 15 years in the international field at universities. After graduating in applied media science for the Technical University of Ilmenau in 2004, she began her professional career as head of the alumni network of the former Technical University of Karlsruhe, now the Karlsruhe Institute for Technology. In 2012, she took over the management and development of the Welcome Center for International Researchers at the TU Dresden, which is responsible for the successful formal and social integration of up to 250 researchers and their families for the TU and other Dresden research institutions each year. Today, she works for universities and social enterprises in raising funds for international cooperation projects, as well as projects on migration and integration. In 2016, she founded the project International Peace Slam in Dresden, together with international researchers. The project addresses the younger generation in particular through storytelling on stage and promotes equal rights, respect, and curiosity about the supposedly foreign. So, welcome, Claudia.
Thank you so much. I would show everyone my screen, okay, because I've prepared a little presentation. Can you see everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So I would just start. Thank you so much for taking your time and to catch up with me. It's been really a long time that I haven't been to Karlsruhe, that I have been in touch with you, but be sure my KIT time was never forgotten. The project I'm going to present to you today has its source in my work with international alumni and researchers back in the early 2000s. It sounds a long time ago, but it's actually just nine years ago. So my experiences with KIT alumni led into my next job in Dresden, working with international researchers coming to Dresden, and also into my voluntary work for a local association here in Dresden that is working with time witnesses of the Second World War who share their stories at schools mainly. And this is where my own local project started. My life is actually powered by this tiny word, peace. This is what my brother drew for me when he was a kid. And he might have had a very different perspective and understanding of peace than you would have today. When you hear the word peace, usually many different thoughts and reflections and images come to your mind. It's like the word love. It's a similar abstract term with thousands of interpretations, and in the same time so crucial to be part of our lives, right? Peace in Europe and in the world is a very political and often very personal topic. In the news every day, it's in the minds of many international people here in Dresden or in Karlsruhe too. Also today, in a time when a virus is touching our lives in a very specific way. Some people might be more in peace at the moment, being forced to slow down, giving them a moment to breathe. But many people are in distress and their personal peace is somehow dissolving. You might have seen this picture. In the last years, more and more people with first-hand experiences on wars and conflicts came to my new city, Dresden. Europe, for most of us, is a guarantee for peace, but this guarantee has drifted apart somehow. Political debates became more and more conflictual, and they show us that there are clashing opinions, tensions, and divisions in our societies. You might have seen these pictures in the news in the last years. It's a group called Pegida. They call themselves the Patriotic Europeans Against the Islamization of the Occident. So they are stirring up the society with weekly protests and disgusting opinions. Our society in Dresden and in other countries too is split somehow. Peace is a word that we use in a very natural way, but do we actually know what is meant? What does it actually mean to live in peace? How important is peace of mind? How important are my own prejudices and my own words for a peaceful society? 2 years ago, I was asking some international friends in Dresden whether they would be up to talk about experiences and share stories on the stage, because I wanted everyone in Dresden to hear what I learned from them in the last years. All of them agreed immediately. Until today, we have about 20 international researchers, international slammers, in more than 50 peace slams performed in theaters, in schools, and on summer lawns outside in Dresden. About 2,500 people saw us on stage. We received a federal award as a social startup. We have our own song sung by students, and we do have fans on Facebook. So it's like a little business somehow, but just without money. A group of 4 to 6 slammers hosted by an international presenter performs brief 7 to 10 slams on stage. So we fill 1 hour roughly. Mostly at schools. And the topics are very different. So like this is Stefan from Serbia, and he shares his childhood memory of the joy of free ice cream while being stuck in the wars in Serbia, because they ran out of power. So even the ice cream shops had to hand out the ice cream for free for the kids. So he really remembers very good things. So the bombs were on top of his head and outside, and his parents somehow made his childhood still fun. So they were trying to pick the kinds of planes in order to know what kind of bomb it would be. So for him, it was like an adventure video game. Catherine talks about the long way of peace in Colombia. This is Himani from India, who reflects on the challenges of becoming familiar with a new culture. These are Sirish from Pakistan and Nilakshi from India, who talk about their friendship, which is possible in Germany, but not at their home countries, because these countries are enemy states. This is Mohammed from Egypt. He's slamming about the sense and nonsense of perceived historical guilt. We do have Jiaying, who takes the audience to a trip to China with her as a single woman in her late 20s who is regarded as a leftover woman and gets irritated looks and a lot of pressure from her family. And this is Parvati from India. She works for the United Nations University here in Dresden and explains how peace is dependent on water. And Aparna is also from India. She talks about world peace heroes and how her own mother became her personal peace hero. So you see the stories that we share are very, very different. We adapt them to younger kids or to older people. We do the slams in English and German. When somebody talks in German, there are English slides and the other way around. So everybody in the audience has the chance to really follow. So peace is our topic. Let it be peace in your country and not to forget the peace within us. You might want to ask yourself how your peace of mind can be challenged by being homesick. Some are challenged by being harassed, having quarrels with friends or colleagues, or even by losing someone you dearly love. You see clearly the meaning of peace is diverse and individual. Our aim is to make people listen and to encourage them to change their perspective to a much broader one. For some people, it's the first chance to actually get to know and talk to an international person here in Dresden, because we never had any internationals before the refugees came here. The percentage was really, really low. So it's different to Karlsruhe and other West German cities. We should reflect on our own prejudices towards others and overcome them. We should learn about the words we use and the effect they have. We should share experiences instead of bottling up mischief. This is what actually boosts me in my work for the Peace Slam activities in Dresden, but also for my personal life. I'm not free of mistakes, but I'm eager to learn from my mistakes. And I'm ready to share what I've learned, and at the risk of interfering a lot, I'm quite happy to be a change maker in my small world here in Dresden. So what we also did from the out of the Peace Slam activity is, as soon as Corona hit us, we opened a Facebook group called Home Alone Dresden for all international people who are at home on their own or with their partners, and they don't know German very well. They don't know Germans or other people because they might have just arrived or are a bit shy. So this group now has more than almost 1,000 participants, and we share thoughts and we just help each other with a link. And sometimes it's just to say hi, and it works out quite well. So what we tell our audience, very often kids, is try to make peace with yourselves and the people around you, and then head out to change the world. This is somehow our mission. So we have a couple of videos that I could show you, and I picked a 5-minute summary of a performance from a couple of years ago. Our show was the final event of a small film festival on human rights here in Dresden. The audience, of course, was not our actual target group. It's very hard to find AFD people and people from the streets to come to our shows. But in the audience, there were teachers and multipliers who later invited us to their schools because the younger generation is the most interesting and somehow the most reachable one for us. So I will show you this video now and hope you get an idea of what we're doing.
Guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren. Herzlich willkommen zur runden Veranstaltung des MOVEit Festival, the International Peace Lab Dresden, präsentiert durch Mike for Peace. Inspiriert vom United Nations Day of Peace in Dresden im letzten Jahr, beginnt eine kleine Gruppe aus internationalen Forschern, die in Dresden arbeiteten, über Frieden, Vorurteile und Toleranz zu sprechen.
I started with searching about this word. And the first thing that Google answered, it was freedom from disturbance. Disturbance, what is disturbing one person is quite different to what is disturbing the other person. For example, in certain parts of the world, people are suffering from hunger. In other hand, in some parts of the world, people are suffering from obesity.
Guten Abend, ihr alle. Mein Name ist Himani und heute werde ich euch durch meine Experimente mit Bildern führen. Wenn man an Indien denkt, haben viele Leute einen Blick wie das im Kopf. Als ich in Deutschland gezogen bin, habe ich ganz anderes oder ganz Gegenteil Blick gesehen. Zum Beispiel, die Straßen waren so leer, dass ich sagen kann, wie viele Leute da stehen. Dann habe ich eine neue interessante Konzept kennengelernt. Der heißt Erste Weltprobleme. First World Problems. Natürlich haben Leute Probleme hier, aber sie sind anderes, was die Leute in Indien haben.
We always want to find the differences. It's also more amazing. Have you ever been in another country and you say, oh my God, that building looks exactly as what we do have in Dresden? I said, okay, let's forget about the people. I will conclude Norwegians are criminals, Iranians are good people. To which sentence did you laugh? Love, hate, peace, war, fight, conflicts, cooperations, all of them exist together. And it's me who decide which one to take. Thank you very much for your time.
Alle Materie bestehen aus Teichen. Ja? Die Dinge, die unsere Stadt Dresden ausmachen, Sachsen, Deutschland, die Welt und das Universum. Das bedeutet, wir bestehen aus friedliebende Teilchen. Und unsere Aufgabe ist, eine Welt zu schaffen, in der jeder Harmonie und auch Frieden fühlen kann.
Thank you, Konzi. Thank you for everyone attending, especially the guys standing. So sorry, next time we should find a bigger place. I'm proud to be American. I'm proud to be German. I'm proud to be Australian. I'm proud to be Egyptian. This kind of phrases, I heard it all over my life. Why people tend to be part of a smaller group instead of being a part of a bigger group?
Do you see any difference between two of us?
Well, same eyes, same hair, same skin, physically nothing.
And a hostile environment prevails between the two countries.
Still, it is our long history that also unites us.
You remember our first German class together?
Very well. When the teacher asked, wie heißen Sie, I was lost. And I looked at you for some support.
I could provide her that support and I could tell her that wie heißen Sie means, तुम्हारा नाम क्या है?
Exactly, तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? Although we are divided by a different script, we are united by the same spoken language. And great friendships are waiting to be made.
So I stop it here. Yeah, I hope you like the little show. And you can imagine maybe when a kid is at the dinner table with his or her parents, and he tells them about this clever young woman who does I don't know, research in 5G technologies, wearing a hijab, and is all so clever. And then she told him or her about how she escaped Iraq and what she experienced in Iraq. These parents could change their perspective. They might have never personally spoken to someone from the Arab country, and hearing their kid being all excited about this experience can actually make a little difference. So this is what we hope to reach. At the moment we pause. All Peace Slams were cancelled since March, and we will see how next year will continue. The idea was actually to develop Peace Slam activities throughout the world. So here we are presenting this to South America. Let's see what happens. Yeah, and that's it actually. That was my presentation. Stop. Nobody said anything. You can ask questions.
Interesting. So how long have you been doing this? I didn't quite understand that.
I didn't get the question. Who's talking actually?
The plans, how long have you been organizing them?
Oh, and we started in 2016, so 4 years ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, actually, I was working with my organization that is called Memorare Pacem. It's an association for the culture of peace, and we were organizing an event for the International Day of Peace, 21st of September, and we needed 1 hour to be filled with something. And I just came up with this idea. You know, we're doing comedy slams and science slams. So I thought, why not do a peace slam? So I was asking my international friends and colleagues, and they were, yeah, cool, let's do it. So it was just meant to be as a once in a lifetime thing. But there were three teachers in the audience asking us, "Oh, can you come to our school? Can you work with us?" And then we started to work in school. So we do our presentations, but we also involve students who come to the stage and read a poem or perform a song or whatsoever. So we have experienced many different kinds of cooperation with schools. It depends on the creativity of the teacher, actually. Yeah. Oh, Erwin has gone. Any more questions?
Is that at all the education levels, or only in...
Which level? I don't understand you. I think your connection is a bit low. Martin, you still there? Oh, he left. Do you know what he was trying to ask?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey Carla, yes, I do hear you.
So I have a strike right here in front of my department.
Right.
A strike. Do you?
Yeah.
So
because the president is talking at the moment, right?
Yes, I cannot hear you really good. So I can. Okay, now. Now it's Martin again with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question, Martin. May I have a question?
Yes, please, Cecilia.
Claudia.
Yeah.
I was looking at the web, this direction peacelam.com.
Yes.
And there is a huge of activities in internet. And my question is, do you have some economical support
Sometimes, so when schools are booking us, we do it for free. But sometimes when a theater comes to ask us for a show, we take a couple of €100, because with a few €100 you can get a new presenter, you know, to
Yes.
change the slides and to print more postcards. So we use that money for merchandise. But it's just, maybe we have a yearly budget of maybe €700 roughly. Yeah.
And the main participation, I have seen the pictures in the web, no?
Mm-hmm.
And the main participation is from young people.
Yes.
Sorry. From young people. That means this is, for me, is a very interesting message, because if young people take a flag for peace, they can change the future.
Yeah, they can. That's why we approach the young people first.
Claro,
they're still open, you know.
Yes, yes, it's very. And it was very impressive in your presentation when somebody's in this video, when somebody say we have he was a young from Islam, or I don't remember.
Iran.
But, yes, but he said we have 90%. We are 90% similar to German people and 10% different. No, and I don't know whether this is a proper proportion, because the more important division is the cultural, politic, other, see, when some people have a political or the religion loyalty so hard that nobody else can be considered except the people thinking like me. And this is the main problem to come together, the ideologies.
Yeah, yeah. And this was a picture he used. He means that usually when you compare things, you're looking for the differences.
Sí.
And he wants people to look for the similarities. Like when the refugees come into our country,
sí.
People in Dresden were looking for the differences, you know, the color of hair and the
of course.
skills of language and whatever skills, but they forgot that we are all human beings. We are all the same, actually. So this guy, Siavash is his name, from Iran. He's quite cool. So he has a new peace slam for each show. So he always comes up with something new, which is really cool. Very funny guy. But yeah, you're absolutely right. You are. Yeah, we're trying to change that perspective. Yeah.
Yes. We have to learn to live together with another mentalities and another cultures.
Yeah.
But the more difficult point also in politics and any places is the fanatics ideologies. And you cannot talk with some people who are thinking only in one direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big work to do with children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are very much led by their parents, right?
Sí.
Yeah,
claro.
but parents can be led by their children as well. So
claro.
Let's see. I mean, this is we don't see the effect immediately.
No.
We don't see it. We can just hope for it.
Claro.
Yeah.
Right. Very good. Very good.
Claudia, Erwin is for you, and also Agnes Konka.
Ah, so she couldn't. Well, it's Friday night. It's Friday night, and there are summer vacations in Germany. It's all right. Yeah, but say hello to Agnes. I'm not sure if I see her chat. Maybe she only approached you. Yeah,
she's
that's so cool.
I think.
Yeah, and Pascal is with Lucy. Is there an event in Karlsruhe in the near future? We don't know, right? But Is there anything planned where you from South America would come to KIT to meet up?
So
Some of you?
with Cecilia, we are managing 2 different master programs with KIT. We have to go. Let's it's such a word. Go to Karlsruhe every year. So, okay, that was the idea also for this year, but okay, we are still here.
Next year. This year, not that possible, but next year. Carla, yesterday I received a mail from Cuadas, and they say they are sponsoring the bilateral programs next year. No, bueno, it was not decided. This is a very good news. We were not sure it would be possible or not, but actually I received a mail. They asked us to make the new budgets and for next year. Therefore, the cooperation is going further. Very good news. You are so quiet.
Carla, dance.
Yes. I am very happy. I thought we will never be again in this program because our economy, which is a catastrophe. But anyway, somebody was deciding to go ahead. Therefore, next year we are going, Claudia, to Karlsruhe. And when are you coming to Argentina?
Oh, it's a long time ago. I've been hiking in Patagonia actually. So but I think it was 2013. So I haven't been over there for many years. And I tried to catch up with Carla, but we were never in the same city. Yeah, but when I come, I would definitely let you guys know. That would be.
What do you do amazing. At KIT? Are you working in KIT?
What do you mean?
If you are today working at KIT in Karlsruhe.
No. I was I left the KIT and I went to University of Dresden 9 years ago. Yeah.
Really.
KIT was my first job. I was there for 6 years and I thought, after 6 years, you should change your first job.
Okay.
I liked it.
That is not common here in Argentina, at least, because prefer to stay as long as you can in your job, at your job. Yeah, really.
Yeah, definitely.
I am already 25 years at ITBA, that is the institute in Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
I am already 25 years working there.
Wow. Well, I would maybe think different for my third job, maybe stay there forever. But I was 24 years when I started at KIT and I felt somehow this was the best job I could have had. So I couldn't imagine just staying there, And I also wanted to go back to East Germany to be closer to my family.
Claro.
Yeah. Oh.
I can relate.
You can relate?
Yeah, totally. I'm back to my hometown here in Argentina, and it's been quite a ride, but it's what I wanted to do. So you keep trying harder, right? And as long as things move in a direction that works for you, so it's joy, right?
Yeah, and it worked out well. So I picked the city first, and then the job came quite. Yeah, it was quite easy actually. And I do like to build up things. So the Welcome Center did not exist before, and then we built it up, and this is what I really like, to start things. Yeah. Well, it's my brother's birthday today, so I'm actually expected at his garden party. would like to say goodbye to you guys. Is that okay?
But is he near to you or in another city?
He actually lives with me at the moment.
Ah.
So I'm the one who prepares the garden party.
Okay.
But it was great to see you. And yeah, please say hello to Pascal and Agnes as well.
Okay.
Or maybe I call her later with we're still in touch. I mean, Pascal didn't only take over parts of my job, she also took over my flat.
What's that?
When I left. she moved within the house, so she's not in this flat anymore. But yeah, we're still in touch, which is amazing. I love it.
So thank you very much for your presentation because you wanted to hear here with us, with all the people from Latin America.
Yes.
We are in holidays here in this part of the world, so maybe this is why we are so few people today. But they see later the video on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so see you later the link, YouTube channel, so you can see yourself again later. If you.
Oh dear, yes, I will. I will invite my friends.
But thank you very much. It's a really pleasure to see you again after so many years, and all the people work together for a long time. You know? Nice.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Maybe I can join your Coronactivities later on. I'm not sure how you communicate the links. How do you do that? Do you have a list? Or?
We're going to put you on our list and mail, and you will receive everything.
Yeah, cool. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you, Martin, for the organization.
Thank you both.
Ciao, ciao.
For having me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.